Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1405 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is: some mistakes are divine intervention. And what do I mean by this? Some mistakes are divine intervention. And what does this even mean? Well, even just minutes before I went live today, I was actually looking at the numbering on my quotes on Instagram and then tallying it with the days of, if is it 1405 today or is it 1404 today. There was lots of confusion, and then in my head I was saying, of course this was going to happen, because often when I'm speaking of something, the universe gives me the opportunity to connect with, hi, thank you for the like, let me know who's watching. So what happens is, when there is a quote that I'm specifically talking about, there's really a great connect where I actually get to share with you this is what it is. So I literally get a live example of what it is that I'm talking about as I talk about it. So that's really interesting. So code for today is: some mistakes are divine intervention. So sometimes things go wrong, sometimes you make a mistake and you eventually realize that this wasn't actually a mistake. This was actually you being rerouted so that you can find your way towards something else. For instance, let me give you, so these counting my days and understanding whether it's quote number 1404 or is it 1405. It's a bit of a moment for me to thank you, Rohit. So it's a bit of a moment for me to take a step back and actually look back and figure out where am I standing with my daily lives. So I'm really going to just go back and have an assessment and then figure out whether how far I've come, what's really going on. So this is great, because would I have taken the time to go back and recheck all my lives? Maybe not. But because of this apparent mistake, it leads me to go forward and look for where that gap might be and what it might be telling me to do. So that's one thing. Now, with other opportunities, sometimes you make a mistake, you take a wrong turn, and you end up seeing that shop that you were looking for. You end up, making a mistake on your number work, and then you realize, oh, or something goes wrong, somebody lands at your house with the wrong delivery or something, and then you realize, oh, this is really something that is meant to be for me. Or there is a divine intervention. Thank you, Rohit. Rohit says, I respect your consistency with live sessions. Exactly. I'm actually out of town, and I'm not going to be letting anything come in the way. So I'm actually struggling with a few things at the moment logistically. However, that is not going to stop me from doing my daily life, and hopefully not even Wise Wednesdays. I'm looking forward to Wise Wednesdays coming up this week as well. So if you've ever made mistakes that have actually felt like, oh, this was just the divine intervening, and this was just the divine, the universe, God, whatever you trust and believe in, it was leading you to another way. It was rerouting you. It was rerouting you, as some people like to call it. Say it was you were finding you were being given another space, another way to go somewhere, or you were being redirected to another goal, to another possibility. Sometimes we make mistakes and it leads us to another possibility. I was expected in my life, I was expected to be a doctor, but I got redirected to an early marriage, and then that early marriage led me to have my kids and have this realization that I need to do something more with my life than diapers and dishes, right? What a beautiful rerouting. For some people it would have been like, oh, but you got married so early. But no, that worked in my favor. That worked me, that helped me blossom, that helped me grow, that helped me find myself. So no, 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 it was not a mistake in my fate. It was a blessing. It was the divine intervening and giving me the partnership in which I can grow, in which I found myself. So I definitely see that as divine intervention. I'd love to hear from you. Have there been moments where you felt like you are being divinely led? There's been a divine intervention, and if you've made a mistake, was it really a mistake? Because it could have led you somewhere else. Whether it is in your career, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's in your health, Sometimes we make a mistake with our health and our habits, and we realize that, oh, I should have actually been doing this. And so, therefore, because of that mistake, you discover something else. So, think about it. Don't always look at your mistakes as something to beat yourself down over. Always ask yourself the question, what is something that I can learn from this situation? And if this conversation has been of value to you, please write in comments. Use the power of I am, and write I am guided. Yes, aren't we all? We are being guided. We're constantly being guided. It's just that we need to understand that it's guidance and not, mistakes. It's guidance that is coming upon us. And with every mistake, what is something that we can learn? Thank you, Rohit. Rohit says that's true. True, you have to rise from your comfort and situations to achieve something big. It takes time, but again, focus and consistency is the key. And exactly, focus and consistency is the key. Focus for the lesson. Focus for the lesson. Focus, look for what the lesson is in the situation, and then you will find it. The problem is when we make a mistake, we focus only on the mistake, and we focus on how silly we are, how wrong we are, how stupid we were being. So stop doing that to yourself. Stop beating yourself down and start looking for the mistake. Start looking for the see, I made a mistake. So start looking for the lesson in the mistake. And the lesson for me over here, as I said, mistake is to go easy. It's all right. We all make mistakes. But the thing is, you got to learn from what you do wrong. So thank you for watching me, and I am guided in comments. If this has been of value to you, tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel, because here's where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. Thank you for joining me once again. I will catch you tomorrow. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. I am guided in comments if this has been of value to you. Thank you once again for joining me. And show reel.